My baby, my Valentine. Can I hit the Mickey with temperature there? If you leave me, you're good. I swear. You are like the oxygen I need to survive. I'll be honest. My love is the thought of me. I am so obsessed. I want to. Never need it. Make I see you love. Yeah, my love. Make me bad man. $1,000 I could spend. Talk all they want, I don't care what they say, cause your matter. Now in my con, they carry for my head every night. Now you I want it. No, 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 don't tell me no, no, no. You can be my partner, never ride it solo, no. And we got lucky, no need to. I'm feeling what you're doing, oh yeah, baby, gotta go, gotta go. Your body, they make I see you, now you where they got my fancy. When they do me, I get banky, oh no, 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 no. Or should I be early in the morning? Oh yeah, shake it, make it spend my money. Call me Mr. Bean, I go make you. Hey, give me, baby, make you give me. I go show you love and I go take you to my city. Don't need them, make I look pity. You won't make us sing to me before you go see me. Fine girl, you know your body bad. Same body but can make it for Ghana. Here, dancing for me, baby, pan. Come and give me show.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Great to hear Skylar Cole singing the national anthem before today's contest.
Yeah, feeling like it's me against the world, but I can give a fuck who my opponent is. And I came here to change it. Big my belief, now they calling me dangerous. Taking the throne and I'm gonna maintain it. I gotta go down as just one of the places.
Takes flight. Oh, down. No, clear the deck. Deck cleared. Welcome to Wednesday night's NBA action here on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. And how about we check the numbers for Joe Harris?
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
And let's go straight over to the sideline for a report before they tip off. Hey, Allie.
Well, Kevin Durant, the all-time leading scorer in the history of the U.S. men's team, said that experience informs his approach in the NBA, adding, quote, in that environment, you have to check your ego and even take a step back in order for the team to be good. Everybody brings their part, and everybody's valuable.
Yeah, that's a great perspective, Allie. Thank you. Well, Clark, as the season marches on, some teams have really distinguished themselves. How hard is it to hold on to top rankings with so much season remaining?
Well, we know it's not easy, B.A. It's much easier to chase the top than to stay on the top. So it takes a lot of focus, a lot of determination, a lot of togetherness to continue to stay at the top. But those top teams typically find a way to make it happen.
And now let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Charlotte Hornets. Washington and Plumlee patrol the paint. Ball and Rozier are the guards. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. And for Brooklyn, it's KD at power forward and Claxton at center. Ben Simmons is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's O'Neal in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Rozier. The fader. The rebound by Simmons. Brooklyn with the ball. Irving for 3. Hits the three-pointer.
As dead-eye and outside shooter that we have in the league, Irving has the ability to scorch you from there.
Here's Ball. Pass to McDaniels. Rozier outside. And it's good. Off the back rim and in.
Rozier working hard to make an impact on the offensive end. Extremely productive from just about anywhere on the floor.
Durant for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Now Rozier. And you look at his numbers, just over 21 a game. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
For 3, Durant. And the Nets, another 3.
There is no limit to where Durant can shoot from, which is what makes him really dangerous when he's got the ball in his hand.
Ball passes to Plumlee. Rozier with it. The 3. O'Neal pulls it in.
You know, guys, there's one thing that may have hurt the Hornets the past few seasons, a lack of playoff experience among their core players.
And of the Hornets' top 5 scorers last season, 3 have never been to the playoffs.
And, B.A., that can be tough when the pressure's on. They've gotten blown out in play-in games each of the last 2 seasons. But with all their talent, they should be in the postseason soon enough.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
Well, with all the trade requests over the last year, the Nets started to seem like a sinking ship. But with KD still on board, a chance to stay on course, he's invested so much in this team. I'm glad to see him remain in Brooklyn.
Now here's Ball, hovering around 19.5 points a game. His scoring has been huge for them. It's tipped. Pass to Simmons. 4-3. McDaniels with the rebound. For Charlotte, they've gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Now Ball. The 3 is up. Hits the trifecta.
Well, you got to love how quick Ball's shot is. Doesn't take a lot of time to get himself squared up.
Irving for 3. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2.
And excellent perimeter offense so far. Their shooters are clearly in a great rhythm.
It really makes them a hard team to guard because they space you out so well.
Rozier gets the bucket.
Hey, I saw that coming from a mile away. I tell you, Rozier wanted to rise to the challenge of their last three to see who owns the arc.
Second chance effort. And the layup by Durant. Durant's got 8.
Tell you what, he's 3 or 4 now. Looks like his game's on offensively.
Rozier against Irving. Here's McDaniels. And again, it's Charlotte converting.
About as easy an assist as you could have that time for Rozier.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the mobile 1 drive.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that one all day.
Durant. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot. 10 points for him.
And at 4 or 5 now, a nice start. I mean, he looks ready to make an impact offensively. So far, so good.
Ball finds Washington. That's tipped and stolen by Simmons. Washington against Durant, and he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
Plumlee, a screen on Simmons. Washington, a good look. Rebounded by the Nets. Last time they met was in Charlotte, where they beat the Hornets.
They really scrapped out a win last time. Foul trouble on the other side helped them immensely.
You know, whether it was their smart play or a few whistles that perhaps could have gone either way, when the games are tight, every decision becomes more magnified.
At the line, shooting for Brooklyn, Nicholas Claxton. And at the line, 1 time.
Line the lanes. 1 shot.
And that one misses.
The people upstairs in Brooklyn have been making some very interesting moves trying to put together a championship caliber team.
Now here's Rozier. Coming off a 22-point game against the Clippers. And the shot's good by Irving.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now a timeout called by Charlotte. Charlotte has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Ball against Simmons, looking to end the run. Oh, Simmons with the block.
Active defense that time from Simmons, swatting down the shot with some force.
And Irving gets it to go. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Nets.
you have to give them credit for their defense here in the early stages. I mean, they've shown tremendous anticipation, on the same page as a unit defensively, especially on those block shots.
You know, they've also been very effective at running the floor. Just a ton of points in the fast break has been a big part of their success.
Yep, that one goes. Durant's got 14 points for the game.
He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
Pass to Plumlee. Washington with the ball. And Washington powers it through.
Well, I tell you what, checking out the dunking ability of Washington there, this guy doesn't mind showing off what he's got.
And how about our AT&T 5G slam cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. Brooklyn's gone 4 of 6 from deep to start this game. Here's Irving. And the Nets tack on 2 more.
Off to a great start. 5 straight from the field.
And the defense hasn't been able to do anything to stop him. And when that's the case, just keep feeding the hot hand.
Irving against Rozier. There's the 3. That's good. For the day, he's 4 for 6.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
From deep, here's Simmons. It's not going to go for him. And Charlotte will go the other way with him. McDaniels against Irving. Ball outside. Unloads from 13. And he gets the bucket. He's got 5.
Well, I tell you what separates Ball from a lot of players his age is that his footwork is advanced. He's got almost a PhD in footwork.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
Irving against Rozier. And he goes in for the dunk.
Well, his energy and hustle has been outstanding. Rozier's been all over the place, and his numbers reflect that.
Here's Durant. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Well, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
And Kevin Durant, post-Achilles surgery, no apparent decline, Grant. Last season, the 3rd highest scoring average of his career.
I mean, incredible. Almost 30 points a game. Think about this. 2 of the 4 times he's led the league in scoring, he did it averaging less points per game. And his efficiency, good as ever.
Now here's Durant, coming off a 31-point game against Boston.
And on top of everything else, he did a great job of helping control the boards at both ends.
Time called here. The Hornets decide to talk it over. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ball game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question.
Brooklyn making some changes. Sharp, he's checked in for Claxton. Harris comes in for O'Neal. And it's Mills in for Ben Simmons. So Charlotte going with almost an entire new group here. Richards is checked in for Plumlee. Oubre comes in for McDaniels. Bouknight, he's checked in for Rozier. And it's Smith in for Ball. So it's the Hornets now, trailing by 13. Here's Booknight. He's guarded by Irving. Boom! He jams it straight down.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh?
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
Here's Irving. Again, the net score.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
So it's the Hornets now, after the basket by Brooklyn. Durant with it, checked by Washington.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Smith passes to Washington. And Washington powers it through.
Yeah, and Smith doing a nice job getting his teammates involved. Terrific at spotting the open man.
Durant for three. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Now here's Smith. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. And Oubre gets it to go.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to Smith. And he makes it.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert it.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Durant's shot is off. Smith against Mills. Washington. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And the Nets with possession here. 11-point game.
Easy to see that this Hornets squad loves to play at a fast pace. And for good reason. They're built to do just that. They push the ball up court fast and hard. And they really work hard to try and catch the opposition unprepared and unalert.
Here's Booknight, averaging around 5 points a game. And here's Irving. Timeout called, Brooklyn. And when it comes to their up-tempo play, do the Hornets' youthfulness play a part in that, do you think, Clark?
There's no question about it, B.A. I mean, a younger squad definitely, I think, means more natural energy. So they've got more gas in that tank. Their amber light rarely comes on. And they can really outwork more experienced older teams in some cases.
We got a quick moment to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Nicholas Claxton.
On the board, he's had a much bigger impact these last few years than he did before that. He can be relied on now to make a difference with his rebounding, and that's a product of how hard he's worked down low.
From the inbound, Durant drives in.
Boy, using this momentum to his advantage when Durant takes off towards the rim. Watch out below.
Well, the Hornets shooting an incredible 61% to start this game. Smith finds Oubre. Ooh, rejected by Harris.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
8 for 8. He's on an absolute tear.
He's really come out blazing, scoring with ease.
Washington, a screen on Mills. Smith into the lane, and so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Let's look back on this past month and see the teams who were lights out from three-point range. The fourth spot held by Brooklyn.
Well, a hot streak like this breeds confidence, a virtuous cycle. You see shots going down, you take that next one with extreme confidence.
And he drops it first. It's clear Charlotte has the pieces in place to make noise in the league for years to come.
Yeah, no question, BA. They've got one of the best young rosters in the NBA. And they're balanced. They play tremendous team basketball. Fun to watch.
TJ Warren, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Curry comes in for Kyrie Irving. Both good from the line that time.
Boy, the speed and shooting Smith possesses is dangerous. I mean, a speedy point guard who continues to get better.
Mills. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. And so it's Charlotte with it. They trail by 16. They couldn't put the pieces together last time out, losing to the Clippers.
It's just so difficult to win when you waste as many chances at the line as they did.
Yeah, and you know, to come up short at the line is frustrating because that's controllable and it's actually a free throw. So you feel like you leave loose change out there when you don't convert.
Sharp, no good.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Pass to Washington. Up top, Oubre. Pounded by Harris. Out to Oubre. The three ball. That shot is off. And Brooklyn will go the other way with it.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
Yep, that one goes. There's 47 seconds left now in the first quarter. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
To the inside, it's Washington, high post. Three-pointer, book night. And it's Harris with the rebound. Pass to Curry. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Becoming more comfortable in tight. Seth Curry is good at picking his spots from this area.
Oubre against Harris. Puts up a 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. A tough loss coming against Boston in their last game.
And I'll tell you what a surprising result. Losing to an underdog is one thing, but getting blown out is quite another.
I know. I mean, I'm with you there. It just seemed as though they were sleepwalking their way through that entire game. It was, in my estimation, just inexcusable.
We're at the end of the first, and what a blowout already in this one. It's the Nets just dominating this one. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, the Nets pretty much in control here.
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
Charlotte's gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. This is how the floor looks for the Hornets starting the second. Ball and Rozier are the guards. Jalen McDaniels is out there with Kelly Oubre. And it's Plumlee in at the 5 down low.
Well, quick hands that time by Curry on the steal. And his team makes sure the turnover is not in vain.
And Charlotte shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. Now here's ball. Rozier outside. McDaniels a screen. Shot clock at 5. Takes the 3. The rebound by Simmons.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Count it.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
It's McDaniels on the wing. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. McDaniels got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, you know, it's obvious that Ball knows exactly how to work the angles. He gets the ball to a wide open shooter just about every time.
Knocks down the long J.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Plumlee a screen on Simmons. Tipped away. And now the Nets on the break. Fires the 3. Misses his 4th shot of the night. Still hasn't hit one yet. Charlotte has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. You know, some have said those old school power forwards, guys like Charles Oakley, they're becoming outdated. You see that, Grant?
Well, first of all, the physicality in the game is no more. The way Oakley would hit you and bruise you, you can't do that in today's game. And guys like Oakley are now playing the 5 position, and they're shooting 3-pointers. So a lot of it just is because the game has changed and evolved since the 90s when Oakley dominated.
Great skill level in the game right now.
No question.
And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up.
And they're one of the top 5 rebounding teams in the league. They put in a lot of work down low. They're an intimidating team when they're attacking the boards.
And when you turn the ball over against this team, they run it on you. You just can't afford to make mistakes against them because they're the best in the league at converting off turnovers. Time called here. The Nets decide to talk it over now.
Let's hear it. Make some noise for Team White.
Irving's checked in for Warren. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. You take a look at the Nets. Here to start, they're on solid ground, standing 6th in the conference. And of course, the Charlotte Hornets, now 5.5 games back.
I think for the Nets, it really hasn't been the dominant season they were hoping for, but they're still in the hunt for a high postseason seed.
And they need to stay focused. I mean, they have to ensure they hang on to a high seed. It's imperative for them.
No good on that one. so he can't get either to fall. Charlotte's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot, so he'll get a pair at the line.
Rozier doing a nice job working himself through contact to draw the foul.
Terry Rozier, 2 shots.
That free throw good from Rozier.
Well, I like the trajectory of Rozier's game. I mean, he's added responsibility and his production has increased too.
And that's good as he hits both shots. The Nets have gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. Here's Irving. Just outstanding. He hits again, and he's still a perfect 9 for 9.
Well, even after it appeared that there was a falling out, Kyrie Irving remains a Brooklyn Net. Now, I suppose cooler heads prevailed, but I wouldn't be surprised to see Irving on the move here in the near future.
And Curry throws it down.
You know, Ben Simmons can make spectacular passes, but he doesn't need to be flashy. He's all about helping his teammates get easy baskets.
Ball with it. He's got 5. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Ball. 5 to shoot. Offline with a 3. Now the Nets with it. They're on a 14-5 run. Irving against Rozier. Again, the miss by the Hornets.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
And the bucket is good. Rozier's got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, inside Rozier certainly doesn't have the height advantage, but he's quick.
Power it home!
Oh, wow!
Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
For Charlotte, they've got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. Ball right side. Let's go with a 3. Connects from downtown. Ball's got 8 points.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Well, the league and the world have endured tremendous challenges in recent years. Commissioner Silver said, quote, "We found a way to keep going under very difficult circumstances. It required enormous diligence. To keep playing throughout the pandemic, we are particularly proud of that." Brian?
Hey, the show must go on. Thanks, Ali. Rozier can't get it to go.
No defender in sight. He tries to take initiative, but ultimately comes away empty-handed.
Curry, that's good.
They're going old school out there now, working the mid-range part of the floor.
They keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
To the paint. Here's Oubre. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
The BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
On the wing, Rozier launches it. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. Rozier's got 20 points.
You've got to defend this. I mean, Rozier is more than willing to take the 3 ball if you give it to him.
Here's Claxton. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Sees his man, threads the pass inside. Excellent teamwork.
Goes up on the wing. McDaniels with the rebound. Charlotte has gone 3 of 6 from outside in the second quarter. Pass to Ball. This one for 3. Counted from distance. Ball's got 6 here in the quarter.
Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
The 3 from Ball. That shot missing. Good D by Simmons. Brooklyn has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Shoots over Ball. Again, Simmons missing. For Charlotte, they've gotten 7 shots out of 14 attempts in the second quarter. Oubre passes to Plumlee. Rozier against Irving. And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Picking up his second foul here. Has to be careful because they can pile up quickly.
Now a timeout called by Charlotte. A full line change here for Brooklyn. A big group substitution here for Charlotte. Richards is checked in for Plumlee. Washington comes in for Oubre. Bouknight, he's checked in for Rozier. And Maledon subbed in for Ball. Here's Maledon. 5 on the clock. Pass to Richards. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Richards has got his second basket.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
He gets it in there.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
Here's Maledon. Washington outside from deep. The shot no good. The Nets go the other way with it.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game is going.
And he gets it to go.
Durant's pull-up is quick and smooth and virtually unguardable. So agile he is for a 7-footer.
Richards with a screen. Ooh, it's stolen away. On the wing, Durant. 33 points for him. Knocks down the triple.
You might want to track this guy. Mark him definitely. Just deadly from deep so far.
Pass to Washington. To stop the run. And he lays it up and in. Washington's got 6.
proving he can capitalize from this area too. Washington being assertive and looking to score. I like it.
And here's Harris outside. Nails it from 3.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
Here's Bouknight. Boy, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. To the middle. Washington up top, guarded by Durant. Here's Bouknight, and rejected. And he stays with it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
And the Hornets making a change here. Smith's checked in. Brooklyn has got it going from distance in the second quarter. 4 of 5 from deep. Here's Durant. That falls. Nice setup by Harris. Durant's got 38 points.
He's been perfect this quarter. They keep feeding him, and he keeps delivering.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Inside. Richards inside. Harris on him. Richards' shot is off. And Brooklyn's shooting a sensational 78% from the field in this game. And the shot goes down.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
The Hornets shooting just around 47% in the second quarter. Here's Maledon to the wing, right side. Smith outside. Spins. Shot blocked. They retain possession. Here's Sumner, covered by Smith. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. Here's Maledon. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Pass to Smith. To halt the run. And Durant with the block.
KD's defense has really taken a huge step forward. I mean, excellent at blocking shots now, and he's a better help defender. Man, he's putting that reach to good use on the defensive end.
Now Smith. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Here's Richards. And that one hits the back iron.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
You know, it seems like the Nets and KD played the will they or won't they all summer long. But no deal was found, and KD is giving it another shot with the Nets. Now, there just didn't seem to be a deal that was right to move Durant.
They desperately want to stop this run.
Might be time to switch things up. Try a new play call or something.
Here's Maledon. Rebounded by the Nets. Durant's got 6 rebounds in the game. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. And at home for the next game, it'll be New York pulling in to face them. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. Smith outside. Down low. Here's Richards. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
And you can't afford to give him any space in the screen and roll. Dennis Smith exploits that well.
No good from outside. Charlotte has gotten only 4 of 9 from beyond the arc here in the second. Here's Bouknight. And he's now 1 for 4 after that one.
Ooh, an aggressive move. Takes it strong, and there's no help defensively.
Here's Durant. They get it again. Pass to Sumner. Harris on the wing. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Richards has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Bouknight. Richards with a screen. Misses the 3. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets destroying the competition as they end the quarter with a colossal 40-point lead. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Hey everybody, halftime is upon us, and a battle is also upon us. Not Kenny and Shaq this time, thankfully, but two outstanding players through the first half.
Great battle between these two. They take a lot of pride in how they approach the game, and it seems like they're playing with extra enthusiasm tonight.
Yeah, those elite matchups, man, they can bring the best out of you.
And going back to that first half of play, guys, Kevin Durant doing what he does best.
They let him get comfortable at that arc. He's scoring at will. If he does that in the second half, they're going to be tough to beat, Ernie.
I mean, he changes the game from out there, no doubt about it. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Here's Rozier. We've got Sharp, Kyrie Irving out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Kevin Durant, and it's O'Neal in at the three. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
First team foul.
Right side, McDaniels. Plumlee passes to Rozier. Here's Ball. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
A lot of different ways to knock down shots, and Ball's form is certainly unorthodox, but it works for him, and he's got a really quick release that allows him to get it off.
And Durant with the big finish.
He's been a piece of the puzzle tonight, but it's a team effort. Everyone's contributing to this lead.
And for the Hornets, they're shooting the rock well at 46%. Ball passes to Washington. Rozier outside. McDaniels, a screen on Irving. Here's Rozier. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Rozier's got 22 points. And the Nets with possession here. Irving finds Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Simmons.
His IQ is one of the best in the league. Irving has a great feel for when his teammates are open.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. So it's the Hornets now. Pass to Ball. Three-pointer. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
On a nice little roll here to start this half, connecting on their first 3 attempts.
And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
So the Nets making a switch here. Claxton's checked in.
D-Ron Sharp. You're at the line 1 time.
For Charlotte, they've gone 3 of 3 in the second half. Inside. And Washington powers it through.
Boy, we're going to see lots of those. Washington can really get up. He's got a little mean streak in him, too, which I like.
And the shot's good by Irving.
And they're rolling. 4 straight makes to start the second half.
And here's Rozier. He's got 22. And the Hornets, another 3.
And right now, that's 5 buckets in a row. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
Here's Irving. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Irving's got 5 points in the quarter.
You know, I like Irving's creativity, but also his discipline offensively. He'll take whatever's available.
Got a hand on it. Here's Sharp. He's got 5. Here's O'Neal. The Hornets pull it in.
Not really necessary with nobody on you. I mean, why put yourself off balance on that shot when you're wide open?
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Tons of hype around the LaMelo Ball, the 3rd overall pick in 2020. Just like you, Grant.
Yeah, although the draft was a little different back in my day. But let me tell you, B.A., there is so much pressure being a top 3 pick. It's really impressive that LaMelo has lived up to the lofty expectations.
The first free throw is good.
LaMelo Ball is must-see TV. He is so much fun to watch. An exciting young all-star, plays with such verve and confidence, and his passing ability incredible, and as a result, he's in the highlight reel more often than not.
T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Sharp. Good on both. And talking about LaMelo, his game has caught the attention of the legend, Magic Johnson.
There were few that did it anywhere near the level that Magic did it at, with his enthusiasm and creativity as a passer, and that winning karma that he brought to the Lakers. And he likes LaMelo's basketball IQ, and actually even compared LaMelo to himself, which to me is the highest order of praise.
And that's how you defend. Glad we had a chance to see a replay of that block again.
Oh, showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition's sails.
Well, we're into the 3rd quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. And Brooklyn has possession. Ball with it. Irving picks him up. And he lobs it up to the rim.
Oh, incredible. Save that one. I want to watch it again.
Awesome.
Virtually impossible to top that alley-oop.
Here's Simmons. Sinks that one from the post. Simmons has gotten 4 this quarter. The Hornets have gotten 7 of their 9 shots to fall. Quality shooting in the second half. Rozier, the pass to Ball. Back to Rozier. Good D by Simmons.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
And his 5th make of the game in 12 attempts.
Simmons muscling his way right into his shot. Gets the ball inside like that, it's almost a wrap.
The ball's knocked loose. Out of bounds as Charlotte keeps possession. All right, let's take you now to the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. These are the top rim protectors in the league this season. Well, you look at Claxton. Don't test him. The 4th best shot blocker in the league.
He always makes an impact with his shot blocking. He's a constant presence around the rim.
The 3 from Ball. That one's good. He's now 8 for 13.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
Here's Simmons. Again, Simmons missing.
Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
On the wing, Rozier. He's guarded by Irving. Ball against Simmons. Just 5 to shoot. Fires for 3. Ball no good. Well, Brooklyn's shooting 71%. Their offense has looked unstoppable all game long. Here's Irving. McDaniels with the rebound. McDaniels got his 4th rebound in this one. The kick out to Ball. The 3 is up. That doesn't go either for Ball. They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way.
Irving finds the bottom from 13 feet out. Irving's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, you know, on some nights, Irving's just unguardable, and that's when you just keep letting him do his thing.
Plumlee finds Ball. Rozier outside. Washington outside. From outside the arc. He can't get that one to fall. And Brooklyn will come the other way. O'Neal on the wing. He's guarded by Washington. That one's good for 2.
There's some nice chemistry on offense. They're just taking what the defense allows.
Well, it's interesting. The defense continues to back off, expecting them to attack the rack, but they just continue to pull up and knock down those mid-range jumpers.
Here's Claxton. Washington grabs the miss. Charlotte has gone 3 of 7 from deep so far in the 3rd quarter. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Plumlee passes to Ball. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Ball's got 25 points in the game.
And he's single-handedly trying to keep them alive. Terrific scoring quarter. Will it be enough, though?
Pass to Plumlee. Claxton with a rebound.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Count that bucket. Irving's got 9 points here in the 2nd half. Well, the Hornets shooting about 53% in the 3rd. A very good number. Here's Rozier. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock.
Scoring well this quarter. Picking up steam as he goes.
Simmons with it. Now guarded by Rozier. 3-pointer off the mark. Well, the Hornets shooting a solid 47%. Shoots from 14. Brooklyn with the board. Here's Irving. Here he goes. Uses the glass on the layup. Irving's got 11 points in the quarter.
Knifing through the defense like warm butter on a biscuit. Irving knows how to get to the rim.
The kick out to Ball. Launches a 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. 28 points for him.
He made 3 triples in the 1st half. 3 more since then. I tell you what, you can't shake your head at that.
And it's Irving missing. Charlotte has got 4 of 8 attempts to fall from deep here in the 3rd quarter. Pass to Rozier. From the baseline. Good on the shot. Rozier's got 29 points.
Rozier plays within himself and doesn't typically force shots offensively. He's got a nice smooth stroke from mid-range.
And it's Simmons missing. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the NBA markets itself behind its star players, but Commissioner Adam Silver understands what makes the game tick. He said, quote, "This is a team sport. In order to truly win championships and compete at the highest level, all the players have to come together."
So true, Allie. Thank you. And he comes up with a bucket.
Well, I tell you what, I love watching Warren match the defense's intensity and still be able to convert. This is a hard-nosed, really good offensive player.
Plumlee, a screen on Irving. Here's Rozier. Here's Plumlee, and it's blocked. Timeout called, the Nets. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Durant, he's checked in for Claxton. Harris comes in for O'Neal. Curry, he's checked in for Irving. And it's Mills in for Ben Simmons. Here's Durant. He's got 40 now. Over McDaniels. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Durant's got 42 in the game.
Getting buckets at a critical time. Just give him the ball and let him go to work.
McDaniels from long range. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time. Ball's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Here's Mills. Banked it in off the glass.
The precision passer, Curry, also excellent at seeing his guys when they're open.
And for the Hornets, their shooting has been great at 58% on the third. Pass to Richards. Ball against Curry. Ball no good. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime.
Well, you look at Seth Curry. For his career, around 44% from long range. That's easily top 5 in NBA history.
And for the Hornets, they're shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. Here's Smith. It's stolen by Warren. Harris with it. Oubre picks him up. Lets the 3 fly. And Joe Harris with a 3. Harris has got 6 points. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Brooklyn.
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
And it's Warren missing. And Seth Curry, one of the elite shooters in league history. But his road to the NBA was no red carpet, Grant.
So true. I mean, after graduating from Duke in 2013, a couple years in the G League proving himself, the questions were about his defense, but that stroke was never in question. And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
A minute 31 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Oh, sweet move. Ball no good. Brooklyn's gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. For 3, here's Harris. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got rebound number 7 tonight. Pass to Oubre. And Durant with the block. And here's Curry for 3. Doesn't go for him. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Smith outside. There's the drive. The kick out to Ball. McDaniels, a screen on Curry. There's Ball with a 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Harris has got his 4th rebound in this one. Beyond the arc. And there's Curry on the assist from Warren. Curry's got 21.
That's Curry's shot there. I mean, he's out there to catch and fire away when he's got room.
Pass to Richards. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the third. McDaniels a screen. The 3 from Ball. The rebound by the Nets. Durant's got rebound number 8 now. Over McDaniels. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Durant's got 6 points in the quarter. Here's Ball. Takes it inside. Good on the bucket.
Boy, making it look very easy. Ball has been unguardable tonight.
It's good if it goes. Oh, he beats the buzzer just in time. Wow.
Big time bucket, I'll tell you. Great clock management there.
An ideal way to end the quarter with momentum on your side.
At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. It's the Nets delivering the blowout. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time.
Rare turnover for them tonight. They've protected the ball, and they're trying to protect this lead.
Here's Maledon. He's guarded by Mills. And Williams punches it home.
Elevates and detonates the one-hand stuff.
Picture perfect.
I'm glad he didn't go overboard and try to do too much there.
On the floor for Charlotte, we've got Bouknight, also Maledon out there. And it's Williams in at the 5, roaming the paint. And Charlotte shooting the ball at 48% so far. Pass to Bouknight. The 3. And it's Thomas with the rebound. Well, Brooklyn's shooting has been spectacular. 67%. Just incredible. Thomas has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Here's Bouknight. He's guarded by Mills. Bouknight can't get it to go. Here's Sumner. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Hornets have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Back to Maledon. For 3. On target from range.
Hey, I'm stating the obvious here, but he was very comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight.
And here's Mills for 3. And the Nets miss again. The Hornets have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Pass to Bouknight. Back to Maledon. 3-pointer. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Out of bounds, it'll be the Nets ball. The Nets have got nothing to fall in this fourth quarter. 0 of 5. Here's Mills. And again, it's the Nets missing.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
And that one's good. Maledon. Brooklyn has got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4. And here's Mills for 3. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Here's Maledon. Right side Jones from the arc. Sinks it from distance.
And, you know, even though he's not a lights-out shooter from deep, the defense still has to be more aggressive there.
Here's Mills. Money from the wing.
He wasn't able to get his name in the score sheet in the first half. But he looks like he's starting to find his comfort zone here.
Out to the right wing. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Maledon for 3. Edwards pulls it in. They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow?
Mills, no good.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
To the right side. Three-pointer, Bouknight. Left side, Jones. Over Edwards. That's good from Jones. And the assist from Williams. Jones has got 5 points now this quarter. Here's Sumner. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Here's Charlotte. They're on a 12-4 run. Pass to Jones. Here's Bouknight. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And players weather some verbal abuse from fans on the road. Clark, we've seen some of them say they'll mirror that energy. What do you think about that?
Well, I tell you, it's interesting, Brian. Clearly, fans have a right to cheer and say things, but they can't be abusive. And just because you buy a ticket doesn't give you a right to treat the players as if they're not human. And we've seen fans cross the line in that regard. That's unacceptable. As a player, your impact is best felt on the court, so you have to control your emotions. But the fans and the venues have a responsibility to make sure that people who have a ticket act as they should for having that ticket, not feeling as though they can do or say anything they want to the players.
And so he makes both from the line. Well, Clark, when you joined the NBA in 1982, there were around 300 players. Nowadays, it's over 500.
Yeah, you know, some would argue that's more opportunities, which is factual, but also others would say it's a little watered down now. But there are more good players, so I think it's basically an expansion of the talent level we see across the world. And the world is where the game is played, and that continues to be demonstrated by the number of international players that continue to make a mark on the NBA. So overall, I think it's a good thing to see the number of players expand at the NBA level.
And the first one at the line is good. Well, since Commissioner Silver took over, Grant, it seems the league's dress code is now leaving more, let's say, wiggle room. You good with that?
Yeah, a lot of wiggle room, at least compared to when I played, when it was more of a business casual environment. But I think it's great. Let the players be themselves. Let them be authentic. And I think in a weird kind of way, it endears these players to the fans at home watching on TV.
Like a bunch of runway models before and after every game.
No question, no question.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Thomas misses.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
Here's Thomas. Misses off the left iron. Here's Charlotte. They're on a 20-6 run. Maladon for 3. Sharp grabs the miss. Sharp's got 7 rebounds in the game. Fires the 3. Mills against Williams. Tries again. Mills, no good.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
Pass to Maladon. From deep. And it's Thomas with the rebound. Thomas has got 4 rebounds now.
Not his best night, and not the team's best night. Sometimes it just goes that way.
Here's Edwards. Tries yet again. And that one's good. Sharp.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
To the middle. Here's Bouknight. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Timeout called. Brooklyn.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your next youth team.
Let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Kevin Durant.
Boy, he completely took over, I think, on both ends of the floor. Scoring with authority and influencing a lot of plays, almost every play. This was the kind of night you dream about as a player.
You know, I got to applaud his incredible energy out there tonight. Losing again was not an option for him. He wouldn't settle for anything other than a win. Well, the Nets shooting the ball at 60%, an excellent average. Here's Sumner. The wide open shot is on the money. Well, Grant, this is the business you and I are in. NBA has a couple of years with existing TV partners. How much are we going to see things change with the next deal, you think?
Oh, BA, this is interesting as this continues to evolve. I think as people's viewing habits have changed in the last 10 to 15 years, I think live sports and the NBA game is still something fans love to see in real time. I think also the fact that we can also attract a larger audience is exciting. I don't know how it'll all play out, but I know it'll be fun to follow and watch as we go.
Here's Thomas. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And he makes a first.
And really strong at the line since the break.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Richards is checked in for Charlotte. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Bouknight. Pass to Maledon. They set the pick. You look at players migrating to bigger markets. Clark, would a franchise tag help small market teams retain talent?
You know, I don't think it's as simple as that, B.A. Each individual player looks at things a bit differently. I know it's a challenge for small market teams. It always has been. But some guys are comfortable being one-team guys in small markets as long as they feel like that team is pushing towards being the best that it can be and having a chance to compete at the high level.
No good on the free throw. He hits the second from the line. Well, the Hornets shooting 58% from the floor. Terrific here in the fourth. Knocks it loose, and it goes out of bounds. That one off sharp. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Charlotte Hornets. On Friday, the New York Knicks come to town, kicking off a homestand for them. And then Sunday, they'll be playing against Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And for their matchup with the Hawks, they'll want to come out fighting in that one. They'll be big-time underdogs, but anything can happen.
Timeout called. Brooklyn. Here's Maledon. Takes the 12-footer and hits it. Maledon's got 9 points now in the second half.
Encouraging signs for him after starting the game poorly. He's picked it up here in the second half.
Irving for three. Drains the triple.
Well, Irving can shoot it with little warning. I mean, he's just that quick. No time to contest if you're not there before the shot.
Take it away. Here's Thomas. Shoots over Maledon. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Thomas has gotten 4 this quarter.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Here's Maledon to the paint. A nice shot by Richards.
If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack.
The Nets shooting 27% here in the fourth. Here's Sumner. No good on the shot. So the Hornets will take it the other way. Pass to Bouknight from behind the arc. Deflected. Out of bounds as Charlotte keeps possession. Warren's checked in for Brooklyn. And the Hornets making a change here as well. Smith's checked in. Pass to Bouknight. Takes a three. Buries it from 3.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
On the wing, Irving. And the Nets, another 3.
The fire that Irving plays with, admirable. I mean, you can feel it. When you make a 3 on him, it's payback time. He's coming at you.
Here's Bouknight. And the play-in tournament has been a success, but some debate about whether the stats should count towards postseason stats. Granted, it kind of falls in the abyss. How do you think we should reconcile?
Well, B.A., first of all, it is the postseason. It's exciting. Everyone's watching. So much is on the line. This is high-pressure elimination games. And, yes, there have been some great performances that we've seen in the play-in tournament thus far. So I think these stats should be included in postseason numbers for players.
Smith with it. Warren covering. Over to the wing. Just 4 to shoot. Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry. Smith no good. Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance.
Irving, that's good.
His points are really adding up from the three-point line. He had 9 from distance in the first half, and he's only getting better.
Pass to Richards. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's on T.J. Warren.
At the line for Charlotte, Nick Richards. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
Down the first one.
And they've done well from the free throw line this half. No misses yet.
And that efficiency, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
Plumlee's checked in for Charlotte. McDaniels comes in for Bouknight. He's perfect from the line this time. Grant, you look at the playoffs last year. I mean, a lot of big-name stars struggled to deliver. Is that every year, or you think that was an anomaly?
You know, B.A., I think it was a bit of an anomaly. I mean, I think you think what's happened in the league in the last few years with the bubble and then the restart last season, there's been a lot of basketball played, and I think it's impacted a lot of players. So I think moving forward, we'll get back to a level of normalcy with the rest and recovery of the offseason, and big-name stars will continue to excel and thrive in the years to come.
Smith left side. It's McDaniels on the wing. Back to Smith.
2 minutes to play.
Lets it go from deep. The rebound by the Nets. Warren's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Sharp. Blocked! And they'll get another chance. It's stolen away. And here's the fast break. Here's Maladon. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Well, look, I mean, great anticipation on one end leads to points on the other.
Boy, there's not much defense available once a steal is made. That's the best time to attack on the break.
The Hornets shooting at 49% so far in the game.
Let's look at the score differential in this one. I mean, a truly commanding and dominant performance here
for the Nets.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And this is a nice victory for them. It's win number 14 of the year.
And once this game is all said and done, they'll have a healthy 2-0 lead in this season series.
Still 2 more games upcoming between these teams, so we could have a few more twists and turns down the road.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Kyrie Irving.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they'd put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
Outside McDaniels. Wide open. The rebound by the Nets. Timeout called. Brooklyn. They're leading by 25. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Now heading onto the floor, your Brooklyn Nets. Make some noise, everyone.
O'Neal, he's checked in for Sharp. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Irving's got 47 points.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Back to Richards. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for Charlotte, Nick Richards. Shooting 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. So he gets them both. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Irving for three. Good. He hits again.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Pass to Plumlee. Here's Maladon. From downtown. And it's Thomas with the rebound.
Look, I know he wanted to answer with a three of his own, but you gotta play smarter. Play your game, not theirs.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Kyrie, the offense was clicking tonight. Can you talk about the impact of ball movement on your success?
It's very important. When we trust each other like that on both ends of the floor, especially offensively, it makes it easier for all of us to be aggressive, and I think that we did a great job of that tonight. We just got to keep it going. Fans deserve us to move up in these standings, man. We got some work to do. We got some work to do.
This team is as deep as it gets. They're all willing to put the work in, guys.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.